Cadence can play a large role with injuries and performance. Keeping in mind that changing cadence isn't a universal recommendation, and 180 steps per minute should not be the goal for everyone, changing cadence remains a factor that many coaches and clinicians use to minimize injuries and increase performance. Unfortunately, many runners can have a hard time understanding what cadence is and how it can influence mechanical loads. They often have misconceptions, such as thinking that increasing cadence means they need to run faster. The purpose of this video is not to delve into the science, but simply to give clinicians and coaches a better way of explaining cadence to runners. If two people are walking down the street at the exact same speed, and one person is pushing a block and the other is pushing an octagon, the octagon hits the ground more often than the block, despite the fact that they are traveling at the same speed. It also travels less distance between impacts. Similarly, runners with a higher cadence don't necessarily go faster. They just take more frequent steps to travel the same distance. When it comes to vertical displacement, the center of mass of the octagon doesn't go up and down as much as the block. For example, if there was a rolling cylinder, there would be no up and down movement. This is comparable to runners with a lower cadence. They tend to have a lot of up and down movement, which can be a less economical way to run. The rate of impact plays a significant role in running injuries. When the block hits the ground, it will hit the ground harder than the octagon. Again, the block and the octagon emulate what we see in runners, where runners with a lower cadence generally hit the ground with more impact forces than runners with a higher cadence. Higher loading rates have been correlated with many running injuries. There is much to learn about why cadence may be important and which runners could benefit from changing their cadence. The Running Clinic is a diverse group of clinicians, researchers, and lecturers who compile all the latest research and present it in an easy-to-understand format. If you want to know more about diagnosing, treating, and managing runners, attend one of our courses. Our flagship course